We just made up the bush and we're going to go. We haven't got long till dark, but yeah, we're going to have a crack anyway. See how we go. We've already seen our first deer. It's got no hair though. Must have got killed and flooded down the river.
I don't want to swell up this trip.
Tea tonight is creamy carbonara. How's she taste?
It's not there yet.
You haven't got jammed in the mud, have you?
No.
Have you got any out of it?
Oh, it's just there.
Oh, I can hear it now.
It's hard work, but it could save your life.
That dog's onto him. Will the dogs just come in on it?
There's a dog.
How cool is this?
Got a bail up.
I'm videoing it too.
You getting this on camera?
Yep.
That is awesome.
That's actually quite a big stag, I think. No, it's not that big a stag. Where'd that dog go?
He's just to the right of that clearing. He's not going away from us. Still going away. He's going into that thicker stuff.
You're not interested in that deer then?
I watched him running away. There's a big black pile of shit in amongst the trees.
No.
On the same level, just above that deer to the right. He's like, he's going to run in December.
Yeah, there's always one, isn't there? So if he's there and that spike he took off there earlier, what else is in there? We've got that hind down lower. I'm betting there'd be a stag in here, like a hard antler. He's probably sniffing those other deer. Like that hind might have a calf. I bet you'll have a crack at that.
He was healthy, wasn't he?
He was very healthy. I think it was a fairly old animal though. I think it had a bit of a grey muzzle. I'll have to look at the footage later on. Pretty cool.
This deer's doing nothing much.
Fucking raptor seen it.
This stag's a bit worried about what's coming through there. Oh, he might be coming back, isn't he?
Yeah, he's there. You got them both?
Huh?
The dog's where the deer was.
Oh yeah, I got him.
Two dogs.
That one's having a dip. Real light brown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably should be getting ready. How far is it?
She just got sucked up by the bush.
It's about 480 to that deer. What are they looking at behind them? Dingo's found those two, they'd be a bit more interested.
They were looking over here before.
That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Watching those dogs come across that face and run head on into that stag. He sort of stood his ground for a bit when there was only one dog there, but once the second dog come in, he was not hanging around. They've come in underneath us, but we haven't heard any ruckus, so I don't know whether he's slipped away from them or they've given up. But yeah, now we've got a hind and a yearling up here. We watch them pretty intently because we've got a feeling they might be chasing hinds. We found some tracks on the ridges and that where there's definitely stag track following hind tracks, so we've got a feeling the hinds might be coming in with those young deer at foot already, and it's sort of about the right cycle, so anyway, we'll keep looking. Bit better.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. This one's a hind too, I think. Oh no, this one's got antlers. I don't mind betting it's in velvet. Certainly not a monster. Definitely got antlers. It's not real big there. Just see some deer on that hill. Here's a little boy. Lucky to be 20. Can't even get a range, that's how far away it is.
Should we go back up and try and look at that ridge?
We should definitely move and move around a bit. Camp up on the ridge. Old camp here. Old mate Youngie's over here. The other bloke's over there somewhere. So we got it covered. How is that not a stag?
Any sign of lines there?
They must be all ready to carve, I reckon. Anything I can think of. Ruts. What are we, June? Yeah, it's going to be July. It's pretty cool there. Right. Meals are ready to eat. Chili con carne. Heat pack. Not to be eaten. So you got to tear the top off. And then you put your meal in there. Make sure that little pad is on the back side. Then 120ml of water. Yoink. And fold him up and lay it down. 12 minutes later. Big real beans and everything. Well, we're trying to make a play on some deer we saw yesterday afternoon. But as you can see, we're fully socked in down the river. We're just sitting up, just deciding whether we push down and hope it pushes out, or maybe stay up higher. We found the
Mother's group anyway. Where all the girls come for a coffee and whinge about their husbands. That's an old girl, that one. Yeah, so we got in on those deer that we saw yesterday afternoon. Couldn't find a stag amongst them, so we're going to move along. It's pretty cool to have those deer come in underneath us. I'm sitting on a little rocky outcrop, paying too much attention to the other side. You know, those two deer snuck in underneath us, and so we're just going downstream now. And we've bumped them again, and they're honking at us. So trying to get to another face to see if we can find some new deer and maybe something a bit closer, because that was all just too far for a shot anyway. But not seen any real good stag sign yet, so it might be a bit early for this spot. Just played cat and mouse with another 6 deer across the river, all hinds and yearlings. So yeah, great trip, heaps of deer, just no big boys yet. So none of the scrapes are getting used yet either, so it might be a couple of weeks early. We'll have to come back again. Anyway, cheers. Today's food and beverage proudly brought to you by Chris Bourne. Cheers, mate.